Hello ladies, it's Christine here and summertime's arrived at last. So some lovely sunny days and warm golden evenings. Barbecues in the back garden with a nice chilled glass of rosé. It's a lovely, lovely time of year. So summertime is time to think about making some changes to your makeup routine, and I'm going to talk you through some of my summer essentials from Look Fabulous Forever, which is makeup and skincare that's specifically designed for mature skin like mine. So first things first, you need to think about protecting your skin during the summertime, protecting it from sun damage, which can result in age spots and fine lines and wrinkles. So what I like to do is to apply some sun protection first thing in the morning, after I've cleaned my face in the morning, and before I put on my serum and moisturiser. Then I apply my sun protection factor. So I use the Look Fabulous Forever Daily SPF 50 serum. So this has got a high protection factor in it. And what I do is once I've cleaned my face and dried it, I take a little bit of this on the back of my hand, just dab it all over my skin, and then just massage it all into my face and neck and just any residue on the back of my hands. And after that, then I apply my Hydration Hold Serum and my Smooth the Day moisturiser, and then I know that my skin is protected when I'm out and about in the sunny weather. So that's one of my essentials, is the SPF 50 serum. What I'm going to do now is to apply my makeup. So I'm going to pop on some primers first of all, and the primers are going to help my makeup to stay in place throughout the day. Obviously warm days can mean bit of perspiration and your makeup can then start sliding off your face, so using a primer will help it to stay in place. I'm using a tiny bit of the Smooth Out Eye Prime first of all, just onto my eyelids, and what I've done is I've just blotted these eyelids with a tissue first of all, just to get rid of any grease that's there already, and that gives the eye primer a nice dry base to sit on. I'm just taking a very small amount on the back of my hand and just smoothing that all over my eyelid and my upper eye area. Next thing is face prime. So I'm going to apply the Smooth Like Silk face prime. I'm just taking a blob of this on the back of my hand and just dab it on all over my face and just smooth that in. So when I'm thinking about summer makeup, I like to think about light textures. I like to think about a nice glowing, radiant complexion, and perhaps some brighter colours on eyes and lips and cheeks, just to make them pop out a bit more. I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Light Look Beauty Balm. So I've just started using this as an alternative to foundation during the summer. It's a very light, almost like a tinted moisturiser, so it just adds a very nice veil of colour on your face. It's not too heavy. If you want to have a little bit more coverage, then you could use a little bit of the foundation mixed with a bit of the beauty balm, and what you do is just mix the two on the back of your hand and then apply them, and you get a little bit more coverage with the foundation, but this just gives you a nice veil of colour. I'm using colour 0.5, which is the lightest colour, which I think is Pearl. And what I'm going to do is just to pop that on the back of my hand. And you see it looks fairly dark. It looks a bit darker than the foundation, but it does smooth out into a very nice, almost barely there veil of colour. So I'm going to take a bit with a foundation brush just onto my forehead and the rest of my face, just down the middle, and then just use the brush just to smooth that out. You can use your fingers if you've got clean hands. It goes on beautifully smoothly, nice light coverage. And once I've put it on with the brush, what I'm going to do then is just smooth that on with my fingers, press it in basically, and it just gives me a nice smooth hint of colour. It's not too orangey, but a nice sort of glow. There we are. So that's the Light Look Beauty Balm. Next thing I'm going to do is just to apply a little bit of concealer just around my under eyes. That's where I've got a few shadows, and just in the inner corners here, just to even out any uneven bits of skin tone. Just pat that in with my finger. And this is concealer, I think it's in 02, but there's different shades to match your skin tone. Okay, so that's the concealer. And then what I'm going to do is, just to set the makeup, I'm going to apply a bit of translucent powder. So this is also going to take away any shine that might be lingering. And just going to take a clean blusher brush. This is the translucent face powder. Just take a very fine dusting of that all over. That's really just to set the makeup. So fine, hardly know it's there. Okay, next thing I'm going to do then is to apply a little bit of warmth and glow to my skin. So I'm going to use the bronzer to do that. So this is the Enduring Summer Bronze. It looks quite dark in the palette, but it's again a very fine textured powder. So you just need a little bit, and then what you do is just apply it and build it up to the colour depth that you want. So I'm taking a big fat fluffy brush, just sweeping it over the brush as the bronzer, just to get a bit on the brush. And then I take it where I would catch the sun on my face. So along my forehead, tops of my cheekbones, and then just along my jaw as well. So just across the top of my forehead, down my cheekbones, and then along my jaw. So if you think about it, it's like almost like a number 3 shape, just sweeping that on. And that just gives me a little highlight of colour and a bit of warmth. Because I'm cool toned, I don't like to have too much of a tanned look, but just a bit of warmth, and the bronzer gives me that. Okay, so that's bronzer. The next thing I'm going to do is to do my eyes, and then I will come back and do my blusher for my cheeks. So I'm going to start off by doing my brows first of all. So I'm going to comb them out with the spoolie brush, just to comb them in the right direction. And then the Bring Back Brow in brown. This is a liquid with a very fine brush, so you shake it up just to get the product mixed. Take the brush and then just to dab it on a tissue, just to take off the excess. And then it's just a case of just painting on the fine hairs along your brows and sort of filling in any gaps. And it's waterproof as well, so it does stay on all day. I'm just following the line of my brows, which are very sparse, as you can see, but the Bring Back Brow just gives them a bit more definition, and it probably looks quite dark, but fear not. Once I take the spoolie brush again, and just very gently just brush, and that then will soften so they don't look too artificial. And next thing I'm going to do is put some eyeshadow on. So I'm going to use a couple of different colours and to kind of pick up the colour that's in my t-shirt today. So I'm going to start off with the Soft Purples eyeshade trio. I'm going to use the Lilac, which is the lightest colour. I'm going to use that all over my eyelids. So this is a nice matte powder. I'm applying with brush number 7, which is the large eyeshadow blending brush. I'm just going to put that all over my lids into the socket line. And it goes nice and smoothly because of the eye prime that I applied earlier, and it's going to stay in place. So there's the Lilac, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Cool Blues eyeshade trio this time. I'm going to use the middle colour, which is Bluebell. You can see it's a sort of similar colour to the top I'm wearing. I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush. I think this is brush number 9. It's about half the width of the eyeshadow brush I was just using. And then what I'm going to do is just apply that from the outer corner of my eyelid into the crease, and that's going to add a little bit of depth. And then I'm just going to take it along the upper eyelid in a sort of V shape. And then what I'll do is just take the number 7 brush again, and then just go over that and blend the two colours together, just to soften that effect, give me a blended look. Okay, so that's eyeshadow. Next I'm going to do is to apply a bit of eyeliner just to my lower lashes, along the lower lash line. I'm going to use the Soft Purple, quite like this one for the summer. It's got a nice again purpley blue colour. So I'm just going to take it along the lash line on my lower lashes, just from the outer corner, about 2/3 of the way. along, and it just adds a little bit more definition to my lash line. Same with the other eye. And then I'm just going to take the number 9 eye brush again and just go along, just blend that in, just soften it a wee bit. It's got some colour going on there. And then finally I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm using the Lithe Lash mascara in navy. This is not the waterproof version. There is a waterproof one, which is brilliant for summer, because if you do get any perspiration or anything, God forbid, then your mascara will stay in place with it being waterproof. Just going to wiggle the brush just to get the mascara on, and that's going to make my eyelashes stand out. So that's the eyes done. Next thing will be blusher. I'd like to use more vivid colours for blusher in the summer because you've got the brighter light, so you can go a little bit deeper with your colours. So today I'm going to use the pink Petal, which is a beautiful rosy pink, and it's a cream to powder blusher. So again, just taking a clean finger, what I to do is just take a little bit just on the apple of my cheek, which is just this sort of fleshy bit here, and then just pat that and go up the way into a kind of teardrop shape. And it does look very dark all of a sudden, but don't worry, because what I do once I've applied it with my finger is to take my blusher brush and then just brush that out the way and up the way, and it just softens that into a powder, and I've got a lovely flush of colour. So if you put on too much, don't panic, just keep brushing until it softens out, but you still get the colour. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of highlighter. So I'm using the Instant Bright Highlight. This is like a pen with highlighter, and what you do is just click the end just to get some product popping out, and then what I do is I just put it on the back of my hand just so I've got a little blob there. And what I do then is just take it and just dot it along my brow bone, and then just pat that in with a finger. And this highlight then just kind of makes that brow bones kind of pop out. Using a brighter colour or a light colour just highlights that feature on your face. And you can see that I've got kind of gleam now. It's not a sparkly or a shimmery, it's just a kind of gives you a nice sort of luminosity to whatever part of your face you apply it to. And then what I'm going to do is just going to take a little bit along the top of my cheekbones as well. Do the same there, just pat that in, smooth it out. And just gives you a nice kind of dewy effect, which is what I'm looking for, a nice glow. Okay, happy with that, I think. Hopefully you can see I've got a little sheen now. And then what I'm going to do is just going to take the last little bit and just put it in the inner corners of my eye there, and just pat that in, just again, just to lighten that area. Okay, so that's the highlighter. So next thing I'm going to do is to apply my lipstick and some lip balm. I do like a nice lip balm in the summer, so I'm going to apply my lipstick first, and then I'm going to blot it and then apply my lip balm. I've gone for a nice vibrant pink, lovely colour this for summer. This is Tulip Pink. I'm going to apply it straight from the bullet, so it's nice and hydrating, lovely creamy colour that. And then what I'm going to do is just take a clean tissue and just blot that onto a tissue. There's a kiss from me. And then what I do is I'm going to take the Cool Toned Lip Balm. This is one of my favourite things for summer. It looks, again, like a lipstick and a vibrant colour, but it's actually a very sheer, cool toned pink. But you can wear it, I think anyone can wear this. It smells absolutely gorgeous, like a sort of fruity fragrance. It just makes me think of summer. And this is going to protect my lips from the sun as well, because it's got lots of goodies in. So just applying that top of the lipstick, and I've now got a nice sort of moisturised sheen on my lips, just right for summer. Okay, so that's my summer essentials. So I'd love to know, what are your summer essentials? What kind of products do you really like to wear in the summer, and why? So why not leave us a comment below and let us know. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you've got any questions about any of the products that I've used, then please leave them in the comments below and we'll reply to them, because we do like to hear from you, what you like and what you don't like. And we've got lots of other ideas and inspiration on our YouTube channel, and we're also on Instagram and Facebook, so why not have a look at those if you've not already done so. So thanks for joining me. That's me ready now for my summer day out. Nice and glowing, lots of lovely colour, and I'm ready to go. So thanks for watching once again. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.